Hello and welcome back to the Emotionless podcast. My name is Logan, and as always, I will be your host. This episode is the Kentucky trip part 3, the final installment of this trip. Let's jump right into it. So in the last episode, I talked about how we went to a zoo. We got in a fight because Claire threatened to throw my phone out a window, and I met this really cute guy. The last part of this trip was one of my favorite parts because now, I could have the order of events wrong, but regardless, I got to meet one of Brittany's really awesome friends. We'll call her Janelle. I don't know. Janelle's a total sweetheart, and I love her. I have her Snapchat, although we don't talk very often. And Janelle lives in like a farmhouse and has like farm animals, and we had such a fun time. It was just so much fun. Claire warns me off the bat, oh, Janelle's house is a little messy, and I'm like, okay, and am I supposed to care? Like, people have messy houses, that's a thing, like, it's not the end of the world. I don't know, Claire kind of warned me like it was a big deal, but I didn't think it was a big deal. Janelle has this, like, hiking trail and, like, waterfall out behind her house, so we took a hike on it, and we took some really awesome pictures together, and there's some of my favorite pictures. And there's also this big railroad bridge near her. And I was like, well, let's take some awesome photos. So I took some epic photos of her, of Claire and of Janelle. And they look so good. And I wish I could show you them, but I don't want to reveal these people's identity because that is not how this is supposed to go. I loved that day so much. It was such a fun day getting to hang out with Janelle and Claire, and we just did so much fun stuff together. We went to we went to all different places, but so we had taken these photos on the railroad bridge, and there's like this graffiti area, and they have this like really funny photo of me like wiping sweat off my face because I was like dying of sweat because it was the middle of July in Kentucky. So I was quite literally on fire. And I'm having a great time, I'm vibing. Everything's great. And then I'm a big fan of Chick-fil-A. Now, I know as a gay person, that's like a thing, or their founder was homophobic. The people who work there, for the most part, are not homophobic. I've met a couple, but the majority of them are not homophobic. So shut up with your little narrative. And I ordered 120 nuggets and like 7 large fries and like 3 chocolate shakes for all of us, or I don't remember what flavor shakes. And me and Claire and Janelle, we went back to Claire's house and we ate them and we watched a movie. I want to say it was The Invisible Man, but maybe that didn't come out yet. We had a really good time together. I loved it. I was having so much fun. But shit hit the fan. Me and Claire got into another fight about Lord knows what, and Janelle left the room. She's like, I'm not sticking around for this. We brought Janelle home, and it was like so awkward. I'm like, I'm sorry, we got no fight. And she's like, it's okay. Friends fight. It happens. But that was kind of like the roundup of my Kentucky trip. I was getting ready to leave, go home. I was really bummed. I didn't want to leave. I was having such a fun time. I didn't want to go back to home where it sucked. And then on the last day of my trip, I opened up my college email, and there's a email from the director of student affairs, I think is what his role was. I don't know. He was let go. But he's like, I need to have a meeting with you on July 31st. Are you able to make it? You need to be able to make it. And I'm like, okay, well, let's do it then. So Sorry, I'm itching my fat. So we have this meeting. This is actually going to tie into the next episode, but I'm just going to combine these two episodes. The next episode is supposed to be called Suspended. Dun dun dun. Now, remember how I told you in another episode, in the COVID-19 hits episode, that I left something in the desk? Have you ever... No, I don't want to tell you because I think it's such a cool story. All right, so I get in trouble, but we think nothing of it. We move on. Everything's fine. I pack my bags. I get ready to go home. I have a safe flight home. I do, I get some food at the airport. The Lexington airport is something else. Let me tell you that much. And I think nothing of it, I get home, my mom asks me how the trip was. I'm like, it was so much fun. I had such a good time. I just can't wait to go again. And that was kind of the end of Kentucky. I know this is a really, really, really short episode, but that's really all there is to it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again real soon. Follow us on all social medias, and stick around for more fun. Bye-bye.